There we go. Hope you've all been well. Ooh, quite chilly. It's July. Isn't she gorgeous? She's sitting there waiting for me to crack on. Right, let's go down there, down to the home plot. Oh, Rosie's happy. I started the frog pond yesterday, but that'll be on a separate vlog. I'm going to do a kind of time lapse from start to finish on the frog pond, but when we do the usual ones, we'll just update. I'll just update. Well, I mean, you won't miss it. It's going to be a great big hole. But I did start it yesterday, which was great. So yeah, there we go. That's the. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Cool. I tell you what, solid as a rock. This was really solid, and obviously I made a start also on uncovering the plastic, because I know there's plastic under there, so that took quite a lot of effort. Can you see? I mean, I've got to cut it, and I bought a big knife. I've got to cut that off, because it doesn't matter what's under the path, but cut that away. Look how deep it is. I mean, that must have been laid down a long time ago, and there's probably one under there. So when I cut that away, I can move this soil over to there and then see what's underneath this bit. Pretty sure there's a strip of plastic under there. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. Hold on, let's have a slurp. I've got to put you down. See, there we go. Hope you've all been well. Ooh, that's to cut the plastic. Yeah, let me put that in place, because I don't really want to be carrying that. It looks a bit wrong. It's only an old knife. It just looks a little bit dodge. Where's the sun? Because it's a little bit bright. I mean, it's a nice day. Quite chilly. It's July. Who'd have thought we'd say that? Chilly in July. It will probably warm up pretty quick though. Yeah, so I'm pretty pleased I've started the pond. That's really good. There is someone who's going to be taking over plot 26, and I'm meeting this person tomorrow, but with the site secretary there, because it is a man, and you just shouldn't meet men you don't know on your own as a woman. Number one rule. But the site secretary is going to be there as well, so that's fine. And he'll just basically take over the plot, which is fine. It's all good, because it just means I've just got to do things. I've got a few things to collect from there, namely the pond stuff, really, which is why I've needed to start doing this pond. So what I thought I'd do today is at least remove that plastic and maybe just start clearing over to there. I'll turn you around. Oh. That. Just make a start on there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And then I'll be able to do. In fact, where are you? I can plant the courgettes seedlings that I've got in the second bed. Turn you around. I don't know what you can see. So tell you what, it's actually a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous. No sign of slugs or snails still. Someone said, oh, do you think it's frogs that are eating them? And it might be. I've just never had a garden that hasn't had them. To be fair, there's not a lot of worms, not a lot of other activity. Come winter, when I can sort of put manure over it, that will help a lot, I should imagine. Yeah. Oh, still on the hunt for a shed. The only thing I did realise is the logistics of getting it from A to B. You kind of need a van, don't you? Can't put it on the top of a car. I haven't got a roof rack. I have to hire a van. Unless, this is why when you end up, you can see why people buy new. Because unless you know someone with a van, and I don't, You just a new shed is just delivered, isn't it? Someone mentioned tiger sheds. I did have a look. They have their sort of paying in instalments thing. It's just so expensive. All new sheds in general, you know. It's good that they have that kind of affordability option, but it's still a hefty sum a month. I think it was like, it was, yeah, in around the £20 to £30 mark, but for a few years or some such. I can't remember the detail, but I just thought, you know, we're trying to avoid that kind of debt, really. Hence second hand is best. There was one on, was it Gumtree, that was free, but it's the logistics of getting it here, and it may have gone by now, to be fair. Sometimes the listing's still up, even though, especially if it's free, which is unusual. Just keep hunting. Right, I think let's cut this plastic out of that bed and start moving the earth, maybe. See how we get. I'm almost fully recovered, I think, from that COVID. It could be a mixture of hay fever. It's difficult to tell when you have hay fever, whether that's the cold symptoms are still sort of lingering. But yeah, it's actually, this is lovely. Why don't I just do a quick bird app before I get started? Oh, a robin. Oh, I think the robin's actually in that tree. A goldfinch. Oh, I haven't seen a goldfinch here. I wonder what that looks like. Oh, actually that is a bird that we saw and we were like, oh, that looks interesting, not seen that before. That was a goldfinch. Oh my God, did you see that? Made Rosie jump. Wow, what was that? Didn't even catch it. I hope it got picked up in the camera. I might have to try and slow it down. Well, so far it's just a robin and a goldfinch, but I'm happy with that. Right, let's crack on. Oh, right, yes, plastic. Let's sort that out. See you in a bit. Okay, yeah, moved all of that. Actually, it's harder than you think. Oh, I found what I think is a tiger slug. I filmed it on my phone. I'll show it right now while I'm talking. But it looks like a tiger slug. What do you think? It's got the stripes. The tiger slugs are really good because apparently they eat other slugs. And if I've got one tiger slug, I'm happy. I will look that up. I'll double check as well. But the second blue sheet, so I've already cut it on the edges. So let's lift it up. Oh, this is good. What I will do is underneath, I'll loosen the soil, which I did on that side, because it's all very compacted down. Yeah. a large amount of plastic in that one bed. I mean, that's a lot of plastic, which will be recycled. I think hopefully it can be recycled, but yeah. So I am going to trowel it loose, the base of this, and then I can move that soil back, but I need to buy a bag of compost just to kind of enrich the soil a little bit. I think I've run out of energy to tackle that, but I'm going to show you where the shed's going to hopefully go once we've got one. It needs clearing anyway, that area. Look, just check out Rosie. Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? She's sitting there waiting for me to crack on, finish and go back indoors. Oh, so over here, this is sort of directly opposite the shed. There's sort of like concrete there, and also there. I think there is something on there. I mean, either way, this is trimmed back down. This will be okay as a spot. It's not going to be a massive shed, but it will do. I think there's concrete underneath this grass. It's just kind of grown over. Yeah, fruit trees, absolutely nothing, no fruit whatsoever grown on these. I don't know if anyone's come across that before, but I don't even remember if they blossomed. I can't actually remember. And all this, they're so close together. I never planted these, but yeah, we'll trim them come autumn, winter, and all that needs sorting out, but that can be done. This is the bottom of the garden, and the conifers, I don't know whether whoever planted them here, but there's a lovely outlook back there of the field. Such a strange thing to plant fast growing conifers. Hey Rosie. Oh, I think that'll be me. I think I'll tackle that next. The pond's a separate one, but we'll be able to have a catch up every time. Hopefully there's improvements every time I do a little vlog, and it'll be great. I really can't wait to get that finished. It's not going to be a massive pond because I still need to have walking space around it. I might extend it a little bit if I feel there's plenty of room, but yeah, it's good, and all that needs a lot of work, especially upwards. Oh, I've ordered an arch, which is great, and I'm thinking the arch could go here. I don't know if you can see, sort of as like an entrance into it, and then you kind of create a fence or whatever. I mean, it's a work in progress, but this area does need a lot of work. So that's because this is my third. I do need to work on that before I start the third bed, but I'm pleased with the progress of the second bed. Yeah, right. Hey Rosie, I'm gonna say goodbye. It's a good girl. Thanks for watching, everyone. He's a good girl. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Thanks for all your views and all your comments. I really, really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.